There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Next time, bring a life preserver. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductor. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff. The best way to find scripts is to go to... Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out. The night could be fun. The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. That's the Mekton with the most. Who needs a ladder?
Botse in mo diava.
Let's see.
O wax badayan analove, mushtaq bala.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Badayan analove.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. He's afraid you're just as stubborn as them. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Cherry la fia, lech goga.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Zatu omojudo vavazil.
Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed.
Zatu
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Ruvain.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Baba Zulu Manselafan. Zatunak.
There's no better place to start than a scrip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Manselafan. Badya analove.
Says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later. Strung up.
La fea nu.
Moog said. It's harder for others to see you in the dark. Wait, it's the scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Crack-a-doo! Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick. Couldn't just be open, eh? Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. No windows to look out at the sky from down here. The top of the world is so low down here. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Even the feel of the air changes as you go underground. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Stuck with you now. Scrapalicious. clothes make you look unnaked. Sound seems to travel farther at night. Also, he says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton's way so you can pass. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the Jumbo Puff on foot. You'll need the Mekton to do the job. Take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. He got the idea to build the Mekton when he found a big crate containing the metal frame for something Toxanol had named an Exus. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Understands you have things to do.